Hey besties, let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Good morning, happy Saturday, besties. It's Behind the Shade. And I just got to watching Belle Collective Season 7, Episode 8. Let me reintroduce myself. And I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. You know why? I see potential, I see a shift, I see a future with Belle Collective, I see growth. We got to get into it, okay? First, I want to say how the Beverly Hills recap is just getting great reviews. I even watched it, listened to it myself 3 times. And it is hilarious. I cracked me up. That episode had me in stitches. You understand? But I wanted to let you guys know my microphone has a soundproof shield over it. So when I'm laughing and when I'm just elevated in my voice, its job is to stop all that and prevent all that. So there was a couple of hiccups, and that was the microphone shield, like not liking how loud I was talking. I probably should have taken it off, but I don't take it off. So in this recap, I took it off. I want to hear how it sounds without it. If I laugh, you'll understand why when I laugh it's distorted, because the shield is, preventing all that sound. But we're going to see how the microphone does without the soundproof shield. I want to test it out and see if I still need it or want it, because I don't like the hiccups. Okay. But I just wanted to explain to those who probably were like, "Oh, that didn't sound good. Oh, or why would she laugh? You could barely hear it." And then some of my sound effects, it blurs all that out. Okay, so let's see. I just want to revisit why I got the soundproof shield in the first place. I've been content creating almost 2 years. So I've just been trying to, get everything together and develop myself. Okay, so let's get into it. Are you ready? I enjoyed this episode, besties. I really did. So let's begin. Should I drink some water? Yep. Okay. So Tambra is staying with her parents to help her mom out with her dad. They thought he had a stroke, but he did not have a stroke. Pops is suffering from dementia. And dementia can affect you physically too, as well as mentally, because if the message is not going to your brain on how to move, then it affects you physically. You can't move without your brain telling you to, right? So that has an effect on her dad, and like we will revisit this again. Pops has recently passed away, so RIP to him. I'm just gonna assume that this was probably filmed when, guys? I don't know. By the way they dress, it's not summer, because Tambra's always in a lot of leather and they're wearing their boots. So the fall of last year, I guess so, possibly. Okay. So Latrice stops by her parents' house and they talk about, the rumor that Tambra is in a relationship with the Juice Cleanse guy, Dr. Juice, aka Mr. Malone. That's his name, because Damon calls him by his real name. So Tambra feels like Letitia doesn't know her and is always coming at her with some mess. And Tambra, well, that's because none of us know you. I only know that you do a podcast with Gary with the T and this other lady. That's all we know about you. We know you love Jackson, because anytime you gonna wear, you got plenty of Jackson gear. That's all we know. You don't even take us to work no more. You don't take us to the store. You don't take us shopping. You don't take us around the corner. You always take us to your mama house, but we ain't seen her in seasons. So yeah, Tambra, the heat is up. The heat is under you now. You need to share. And it has taken 7 seasons, y'all. she shared her baby journey, but she wanted that real bad. So, okay. So Latrice's fibroids have come back for the third time. No, they've come back. This is her second time. So Tambra has had fibroid surgery 3 times, and she gives Latrice encouragement because Latrice wants kids one day. And I'm like, girl, what do you mean one day? How old is Latrice? Because Cliff got 1 foot in the grave. Girl, you need to hurry this on up, baby. How old is Latrice? Well, looking on the Googler, girl, Latrice is only 34. Oh, she's a baby. Did I just tell my age? Well, let me see how old Cliff is. Hold the line, y'all. How old is Cliff Rogers from Belle Collective? Child. Huh? This is, girl, I don't know. I don't know. They talking about they have celebrated 24 years of marriage. Latrice didn't marry him at no 10 years old. What is happening? Or did she? They don't have an age for Cliff. He does not disclose his age, but it says he could be in his mid to late 40s. Girl, no, he is not. No. Cliff is not. What? No. Baby, are you serious? Besties, what do y'all believe? Child, Cliff, I'm thinking Cliff is in his 60s, his mid to late 60s. Child, was he drinking moonshine in his bottles? How did he look this? And he don't look terribly bad, but he looks older. He looks elderly. He has grandkids. You can have grandkids in your 40s, I'm aware. But baby, Cliff over here lying on his Googler. So when I first Googled it, it said that his age was not disclosed. That's the sign that you're old. And now you're talking about there's some other information that's saying that y'all been married for 24 years when she's only 34. Well, that's a lie. So we don't believe nothing. So we're not going to even believe you're in your mid to late 40s. The devil is a lie. Woo, child. Oh, child, please. Girl, you better hurry up and have them kids. You are in geriatric childbearing ages. That's where you are, Latrice. So, child, Glenn plans a date night with his beautiful, wonderful wife. He trying to get in good with her because they're celibate. And so he plans an evening to go get couple massages. So they're getting geared up and getting ready. And so they discuss, the need to plan a double date with Carrie and Matt. I didn't realize their last name was Paul. I don't know if it's Paul or Paul's, but I guess it's Paul. So they need to schedule that double date. And then she got great feedback from Lonnie Love when she did her focus group. And so the pilot went well. She had some great compliments that we didn't even hear on last week's episode. So then it seems like she talks about how it seems like Selena is blaming her for not telling Selena about the baby rumor. Like, why didn't you come to me? And it's like Letitia said, because she didn't have all the facts. Like, she wasn't, don't nobody want to spray that. Who wants to willingly, voluntarily just tell a woman in love that her fiance got a baby? Nobody wants that to have that conversation, girl. And it's like Selena's so busy trying to figure out who brought it to the group. Who brought it to the group? Who started it while I'm planning my wedding? No, like I said last week or two, whenever it was, you need to go on that post and DM the person that said it under Glendale's picture on Instagram. That's who you need to be asking. It don't matter who brought it to the group. That's what rumors do. They spread. So what you gonna try to? We already know. We assume it was Marie. You just want to know where did Marie get it from? Everybody read. Everybody's on Instagram. So why are you making this bigger than what it is? Why you want to play telephone? We have phones. Everybody has Instagram. Well, in this collective, they all can read. Go to the source. Talk to your man and keep it moving. Grow up. Like, you're doing too much, Selena. You're doing too much. We don't want that kind of mess. We just don't. Okay. So Glenn was first at the focus group because he trying to check his traps. He trying to see what's going on, who would doing what, where, when, why, how, since he couldn't be there, right? And so then he tells Letitia that she needs to fire him and hire him, her husband, as her manager. Child, what? Glenn, you can't manage yourself. You can't manage a conversation with your wife. You can't manage pushback, disagreements, someone who don't agree with you. You run up on people. You're too confrontational. You a tad bit on the ghetto side, ready to pop off, ready to fight. No, sir. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So she tells him, Glenn, you don't even check your own email. And he gonna say that's beside the point. No, it's not. Checking emails is like the first thing you need to be doing when you wake up as a manager. I manage my business. Check my bank account, check my emails. Oh, yes. Oh, most definitely. He talking about that's besides the point. No, the point is no. The point is the answer is no, Glendale. Work on checking your own emails. Can you even read? Because, baby, Glendale, you give a little speaking spell. And what that means, y'all, is like you can't really speak well and you can't spell well. Okay. So he said it's beside the point. Absolutely no, it's not. And so she asked him, well, what does a manager do? This fool go say, manage talent. Boy, you trying to be on the surface. You need to be more specific. Where's your resume? Okay. Okay. Glenn, do you even go to work? Do you still have your job? Because you was going through something a couple of seasons ago where you didn't even want to go to work. Ooh, that man is so controlling. Glendale is so controlling. He don't want to let this woman go, but he don't want to do right. I mean, what is happening? But he's trying. So she don't think it's a good idea, and he think it's a win-win for the both of them. We all know that managers between spouses does not work. First thing that popped up in my head was Jill Scott's first marriage. That was her longtime boyfriend. When she got into the industry, he tried to manage her, and boom, divorced. It doesn't work. And there's other people, there's other examples of how spouse management does not work. So she tells him, nope, not never, nope, never, nope, try again. So Letitia goes to meet up with old Selena so she can tell her that, look, I didn't tell you because I didn't tell you, okay? Stop making it sound like this is an easy conversation to have. So Selena is stressed out from wedding planning. She has 9 women in her bridal party. So yeah, you're going to have stress from all of them because all of them ain't going to like the dress. All of them ain't going to like the shoes. All of them not going to like the hairstyle you want. They got their ideas, their issues, their angst, kinks, wants. And yes, it is stressful. And honey, that's not for me. I'm more of the just me and you, boo. Y'all could come and be there. You could wear a certain color. You can do little things, but no walking down and all, just me and him. That's it. That's how I did. Just me and you. Oh, baby. Just me and you. Just that two. Okay. Shout outs to Raphael Sadiq from Oakland. Y'all know I gotta throw a song, okay, into the program. So they stressing her out. Selena's now she's going to Colombia. Her and Mike are going to Colombia for a vacation. I'm like, Mike don't even look like he possesses a passport. So messy. He don't look like Mike don't look like he could get okay. Selena, have you ever been out the country? This your first trip? So she gonna go to Colombia with Mike. Yeah, okay. She's gonna get veneers for the low price of $2.29. I was like, Selena, ain't nothing wrong with your teeth. She talking about she got 4 teeth that what she say, fold down, curve under. What? And I'm like, can we get proof? Because I've been looking at you for the last 3 seasons, I believe, and it looks like you got a full, complete mouthful of teeth. What's whappening? Why are we changing the teeth? What are we doing? Why don't you move out of that garage that you live in and get a real bed instead of a day bed? Well, let's do that. Aren't you ready to get out of that little casita that you live in, that little in-law, that little cottage? Why don't you do that? Why are you traveling to Colombia before your wedding? What's happening? I don't believe this part. But anyway, we're going to move on. We're going to go with what she has to say. So Selena asked, Letitia, why didn't you say anything about what you heard about that baby rumor? Selena was like, she trying to get to the bottom. She want to know who brought this rumor to the group. Why does it matter? Letitia's like, I didn't want to bring that mess to you. You happy, you in love, you could plan. Like, I didn't want to bring that to you, and I didn't even have any concrete evidence. Like, because you gonna ask, who told you? How did you find out? You're gonna have questions, Selena, and if she didn't have answers, it falls flat. And then you mad at her. She doesn't want you to be mad at her. She got Latrice that's mad at her. She got Tambra that's mad at her. She got Amanda that's mad at her. She don't need you to be mad at her. Ain't Akeisha still mad at Letitia? Shoot. Hey, So Gucci, how is JJ doing? I miss him. Girl. So now Mike is gonna have a conversation with the men because Selena is making him figure out who brought this to the group. Was it Marie or was it Cliff? Because remember, Cliff heard Marie mentioning it. Oh, goodness. Goodness. And then Cliff went back and told Matt. And then Matt told Carrie. Selena wants to meet with the ladies as well, And so, because it's too much, Carrie said it, Matt said it, Cliff said it, Marie said it. It's just too much. So Letitia asked, Selena, how did she feel when Carrie was backpedaling? Because, she trying to, there were parts where Carrie was acting like she don't remember what had happened. So then she was like, well, we gonna, first she said Marie had said something, right? Then she gonna say, well, she just gonna put it on Matt. So it's like, okay, maybe Carrie brought it to the group. I mean, yeah, by way of hearing it through Cliff, Marie, and her husband. Let's blame it on Carrie. That's kind of what Letitia is doing. Letitia, like, wait, what about Carrie? How you feel about her? She was over there backpedaling. I didn't say what I said, and I'm still saying the same thing, but not Carrie. She's switching it up on how she heard about it. Uh-huh. So Selena thinks Latrice checked Carrie about talking about her husband. Like, don't be putting my husband in it. And that's why Carrie is switching it up. And so Letitia said the worst thing you can do is try to show loyalty with a lie. I said, that's cute. I like that. So, honey, Tambra is out with her boyfriend and baby daddy, Damon. they're in the car laughing, going somewhere. They laughing at all these rumors of them not being together. And so, Damon just don't like the ladies, the Belle Collective. He said they messy, they got bad energy, ugh. And so, Tambra is gonna plan an event where the ladies get to know her better. That's the title of the episode. Let me reintroduce myself. So she's planning this event, and she was like, and I didn't realize that the collective has not met London Simone. The girl is 2 years old, and Tambra has not brought this girl around them. I did not realize that. It's like, Tambra, yeah, I'm glad they put the fire under your butt because, get off the pot or pee. What are we doing, girl? Why are you here? Yes, there's room for you. You need to share and stop withholding, little girl. Little girl. So Damon don't want his daughter around him because it's always some mess, some BS is what he said. So I'm like, okay. And honey, that baby looked just like her daddy. Okay, so cute. So Marie goes to play basketball with one of her sons because they are in a good place now. This guy is the one who used to have anger management issues, and they used to kind of get into it. He's tearing up the house, punching holes in the wall, and woo wop 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 wop. A lot is going on. So he has two sons. And so, the two grandkids live with Marie. So I guess these are the boys who were playing basketball when she came late to the funeral. And so he tells her he wants to open a dispensary. And so she's like, that's cool and that's good. I love that you have your dreams of being, entrepreneur. That's cool. But, she said, I'm not trying to push what I'm doing down your throat, but it just seemed like it would be easier for you to learn the business because it's thriving. And it's in your inheritance. Like, you're going to get this once I'm gone. So I think you need to learn how to run this and learn your business, get your business sense with your mom under her umbrella of businesses. And then once you get some money going, then you open your own thing with your money, not mine. So what she really said was, boy, you better come work with me and let me pay you. And then you use your money and get your business. He agrees and he wants her to stay on top of him so he could get this done because, of course, he wants to make his mother proud. And I like that for him. I believe this is Cecil's son. I'm going to assume aren't all of, no, because Marie has what? Two? How many kids does she have? Three? I think Marie has what? Two boys and a girl, and maybe this son is not. I don't know. It's been so long since that was a thing. Okay, because last season don't count. Okay, so the Pearsons go bowling with the Pauls, honey. They bowling and honey, Cliff. Glendale, he came bowl. He went straight to the gutter. Letitia, straight to the gutter. Matt, he got a strike. Carrie did good, and then Letitia started doing it was cute to see. Love that, love that. So then the ladies go off to talk, and Carrie tells Letitia that having Shantae spray Tambra with those rumors just was not a good idea, honey. And it wasn't because you was being messy, Letitia. You seem to be the type like you are passive aggressive. When somebody does something to you, you feel like you gotta do your little clap back in a tit for tat kind of way. And I mean, I'm tit for tat, but only to protect myself. I'm not tit for tat when it comes to being messy and involving others and being in some mess I ain't got no business being in because I don't operate like that. But it's one of those. I'm like Kenya Moore. If you come for me, don't come for me unless I send for you, type of deal. Okay. And whatever you throw at me, I can throw it I will throw it back better. Okay. Please believe that. If you don't know that about a February Pisces, I just told you. Okay. Enough about me. Back to them. But yeah, how you gonna tell me So Letitia was like, I can do what I want to do. This her talking in her confessionals. I was like, well, say it to her face. But she can't do that. So what Letitia said was, if I didn't say anything, then that would have been a problem too. There was like a no-win situation. So then, and then we know that Letitia and Tambra are working on their relationship. So Letitia feels like Carrie needs to mind her business. So then Letitia tells her in this group, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. And I was like, what? Huh? That's a thing, besties, but that doesn't fit this scenario. That's something I thought was shared in like a couples thing, like with your boyfriend or girlfriend, husband, with your person in a relationship. Like if you want to do something, it ain't right. Sometimes you just got to do it and then ask your person for forgiveness rather than ask them for permission to do it and they say no. I thought that was how that works. I don't see how that fits in this scenario. But go off, Letitia. Who am I to say you don't know what you're saying? You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So the Pauls don't think it's a good idea for Glenn to manage Letitia. Carrie was like, I own businesses. This is my lane. I was like, you do, but you getting ready to close one. Will you still be owning $1 million businesses? Because you over there flossing like you not getting ready to cry next episode from closing that Mobile location. But go off, because she has she'll have two remaining restaurants, I believe. So she asked Glendale, like, what are your skill sets for the position? And Glenn is like, I don't have none. I ain't got no, I don't know what I'm doing, but I just feel like we could connect more when we're together. Here go Letitia. Oh, well, you didn't say that, Glendale. I was like, oh my goodness. Girl, nah, bruh. Go back to work. If you ain't at work, go back. So, honey, it is time for Tambra's event, honey. Come and get to know Tambra. Let her reintroduce herself. She's having her event at the first Black public school in Jackson. Inside, there's a cultural center where she'll be having this at. It's a museum inside the school. Damon is there right by her side. She has her life on display. She has her men on display. But do y'all believe they're together? Because the body language, it was okay. Like when he left to go to work, you would kiss your dude goodbye, not hug. So Tambra, like, get some something in the milk ain't clean, Tambra. I don't even believe this. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Because I want to know what has happened since the talk about money. When they sat down with a financial planner or whatever, and yeah, what's up? So maybe we'll see. Maybe he'll come around more. We need to be yeah, Tambra, open up, girl. So her life is on display. She starts with her parents, of course. Cute wedding picture. They've been married for 57 years. We see her as a baby, as a little kid, and as a cheer captain. She says that's why she speaks loud, because she's been cheering for people all of her life. Then she goes into detail about her birth of her daughter, London Simone, who later graces the Bells with her first appearance. They're meeting little London Simone for the first time. This baby is 2 years old, and they've never met her. So, honey, Miss London Simone, because I believe those two names are her first name, she rolls out in her pink Maserati with her dad. Child, they got the smoke going. Honey, Miss Thing got her sunglasses on. Honey, she pulls up. She looks at all of them. She pulls her glasses down and she looking over the glasses, looking at them like, yeah, y'all the helpers my daddy said to stay away from. I'm not feeling none of y'all. My daddy don't like you, or you. She gets out of her car so they can see her outfit. Pink little tights, pink dress, little statement jacket with her sunglasses and maybe about 3 ponytails. Okay, honey, She turned around and walked off. Honey, love this Simone said, I ain't got time for y'all. My daddy told me y'all ain't about nothing, and I'm done. I'm going back to where I came from. Goodbye, ladies. So now the ladies, they were just so smitten by Miss London Simone. So the ladies feel more connected to Tambra. They feel like they understand her. She's a mother like them. And they were really happy to meet the daughter. Oh, Latrice was like, she was just so cute. And Marie called her a cutie patootie. So Damon had to leave for work. And like I said, they didn't know kissing. It was just like, okay, a hug. Cliff wants them to start hanging. He was like, yeah, whenever you get time, bro, come hang with us. Because, you know, I ain't feeling Glenn no more, so I need me another wingman because I'm not fooling with Glenn no more. Demond like, yeah, okay. I'm like, don't Demond got like 2 or 3 jobs? He don't ever have time. He barely have time for Tambra. He ain't got time to hang with y'all. He don't like y'all. He ain't fooling with y'all. He's not JJ. Hi, JJ. How are you? Miss you. So he said, cool, okay, he bet, he out. So Tambra gathers the ladies to discuss the Dr. Juice rumor because she got to get this cleared up because Jackson is a small town and rumors travel fast in small country towns. So she tells the ladies that Shantae, whoever this reliable source is, she needs to slap them for starting this rumors. Terrible. So Tambra, needed to shut this rumor down before it gets out of control, before Dr. Juice hears about it, before the radio station hears about it, because Dr. Juice is a client sponsor. This can cost her reputation, her job, her fake relationship with Damon, So Damon and Tambra talked to Dr. Juice himself. And so Dr. Juice is like, yeah, Jackson is small and messy. It's always some rumors roaming around this place. So he was very well received. He was like, yeah, don't trip. I heard it. Yeah, we going to put a pin in it. We're done. Good. All right. So Child Glenn is telling Cliff that he wants to manage Leticia. Child Cliff started cracking up. He like, why are you laughing? He was like, Child, you management? Nah, that ain't going to work. So then, Glenn really admires Cliff because in Glenn's mind, and, it looks like Cliff manages Latrice. And he wants that for his wife since they got these women who now want to be entrepreneurs and global. They're not global, but they want to be bosses and leaders and entrepreneurs and, talk show hosts and restaurant owners and, lab owners, and these women got it going on. Do you understand? All these women are entrepreneurs, So Max says, manager, no, that's too strong of a word. He was like, absolutely not. Too strong of a word. Say contribute. You want to contribute to her brand. You want to contribute. You don't want to manage. So he like, okay, yeah, I'll contribute to it. Yes. So Marie tells the ladies that her stepdaughter, Amber, told her to get off those dating apps and go back outside and get you another man, honey. So Carrie's like, oh, wait, you need a man? You want a man? Because, me and Matt, we're matchmakers. Within our friend group, a few people have gotten married because of us. Yeah, that's what you want? Got it. Clocked it. Patrice is like, well, why don't each of the men bring a guy, one of their friends, to meet you? I'm like, Cliff friends go to Columbia to hump on other women. No. Glendale don't have no friends. Cliff was his only friend. But maybe Matt. Yeah, try Matt. But I wouldn't take no reference, no meetup through Cliff or Glenn. Absolutely not. And I would think by now she's probably met 1 or 2 of Glenn's friends if he has any. I'm pretty sure they've been friends a while. I'm sure they've done that already. So yeah, let's go to Carrie's group of friends. Is she marrying folks? Let's see. So then she like, well, wait a minute. What about a woman? Girl, what? Latrice. I had to get it some coffee on that. I said, look what the Belle's talking about now. So Marie says, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me since we at this event where we telling our business. When I was 18, oh, I had a threesome. I was a part of a threesome. I didn't touch her, but she ate my box. I liked it, but I didn't want it from her. I don't want no girl. I want to get my box ate from a man. Uh-huh. So then the Pearsons and the Rogers, you know, they are alone because everybody left. They're talking. Latrice tells, Latrice asks, how y'all doing? And Glenn and Letitia are like, we doing good. We good. Yeah, we doing good. We doing better. So Latrice is like, Glenn, tell your wife to give you some. He was like, yo, I can't. We're not doing it. And so then Latrice says, well, I think, Cliff, maybe we should try it. He was like, no. And Glenn is like, he's a man. And Glenn was like, well, I got two hands. Don't play with me. So then Latrice is like, well, do you and Glenn want to hang? Cliff was like, no, but we can double date. And so they're going to double date. I said, oh, this is cute. So what I liked about this episode, besties, I really enjoyed it. I see potential. I see growth. Like, I see growth with Cliff. Like, Cliff is something in Cliff, it clicked. He's like, if this is Letitia's show, if she's the queen of this show, Glendale has shown that he cannot be the king of the show. So Cliff has seemed like he cleaned up his act. Maybe he's not drinking a lot anymore, or maybe whoever was in Colombia, maybe he should do more boy trips, but he seems to want the throne of being a king. The queen of the show don't have to be his wife, or maybe it will be his wife, but I don't think so. I think this is Letitia's show, but I think he was like, I can be the king because Glendale can't. But it's like, now that Tambra has opened up now, and even Marie is sharing, it's like the people, this is what we want. And Carlos King, good job for this episode. Clap, clap. Clap to that. I hope y'all heard it with the microphone, because the microphone is bare for this recap. I can't wait to hear to see if I like it or not, because I've laughed. Oh, y'all. But I really enjoyed this episode. Tambra has finally opened up. Letitia and Latrice are starting over. I like that Selena was able to just pull Letitia to the side and sit down and like, hey, what's up? I don't believe that teeth situation though. And then I like how even Letitia was able to check Carrie a little bit, So I enjoyed it. I really did. But besties, you drop down in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode of Belle Collective. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Hello to the new besties. I think we got about 3 or 4 new ones. Hello, welcome. You'll enjoy it here. Don't forget to subscribe, like, turn that notification bell on, and I will be back. Oh, besties, I'm getting ready to go watch The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. I do not appreciate this show coming on before Beverly Hills is wrapped. It's coming on a Thursday. Thursday is hard enough. I didn't go to bed Thursday until almost midnight, and I had to get up and go to work, and worked all day yesterday. So when I came home last night, I went straight to bed, and I just watched Belle Collective this morning because, baby, I was tired. I don't know how I'm going to get Rhode Island into the fold. But one of my, someone I know was like, asked me, was I going to recap it because they're going to watch it. And I'm like, oh my goodness. But like I said, Rhode Island will just have to get in where it fits in until Beverly Hills wraps up. And if Beverly Hills was on episode 16 this week, so I believe next week will be their season finale. That's episode 17. And if they come out with 3 weeks of reunions, that's a month away. So Rhode Island is going to be very random for about a month until Beverly Hills wraps. But I'll try to get it together. But really, I hope I don't like it and won't recap it because, you know, the Atlanta, that starts tomorrow. But the Housewives, you know, they go on for like 4 months. And we talking about we getting some good weather, and I want to go outside, but it'll be over before summer really gets here. So we'll see how it goes, besties. Huh. But I just hate it because it's like now I'm thinking about Atlanta starting tomorrow. That's gonna run for 4 months. So will Rhode Island and Atlanta end right at the same time? This is gonna be all so weird. And then what do we anyway, we won't get into that. But I wanted to say happy Easter. I'm rambling now, so let me get off this thing. Happy Easter, besties. I'll be back with Rhode Island and I'll be back with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, tomorrow is Easter. I have plans to be with my family, and you will get Real Housewives of Atlanta on Monday. Bye, besties.